Rachel sat in seat 9A, loose black hair falling over a wrinkled hoodie, clutching a small bag. The plane jolted violently. She leaned slightly, asking the flight attendant, "Is the pressure dropping?" "Ma'am, stay seated. Let the professionals handle it," the attendant replied, forcing a smile. Passengers scoffed. A young guy in a flashy tracksuit leaned over. "You really think you know what's going on? Sit down, lady." A woman in red nails chimed in, sharp and judgmental. "This isn't your moment. Some of us paid to feel safe, not watch you play expert." Rachel didn't respond. She adjusted her glasses, fingers steady on her bag. The plane shuddered again. A kid cried in the back. Overhead lights flickered. Panic spread. A businessman in a crisp white shirt stood, pointing at Rachel. "Stop acting like you know something. You're scaring everyone." Rachel's gaze was calm, unflinching. She didn't move, letting the chaos swirl around her. Then the cockpit door opened. The co-pilot stepped out, eyes scanning. "We need someone with navigation experience, military background, even basic. Identify yourself." Cindy, the attendant, hesitated before pointing at Rachel. She mentioned depressurization in row 9. "Are you serious?" A woman in a sleek bob whispered, incredulous. Rachel rose, bag over her shoulder. She walked down the aisle, every step deliberate. The suited executive blocked her path. "You can't let her in there. Look at her. She looks homeless." Rachel paused for a second. Calm, clear, then moved past him. "You just lost 2 minutes due to prejudice," she said, her voice steady. In the cockpit, the captain was hunched over the controls, sweat slick on his face. "Viper 9 requesting co-navigation clearance," Rachel said softly. The captain's eyes widened. "Night Viper 9, after Oregon. We thought you disappeared." Rachel slid into the co-pilot seat, eyes on the controls. "Pitch control system is feeding false readings. Actual altitude is 800 feet higher than shown." Hands moving like clockwork, she recalibrated the systems. Outside, storm clouds churned, the plane tilting violently. The cabin screamed, oxygen masks dropped. "Call rescue if needed," she ordered, voice calm. The captain nodded, stepping back. Rachel's fingers flew over the controls with practiced precision. The altitude numbers stabilized. The shaking stopped. Back in the cabin, disbelief replaced fear. A young mother whispered to her child, "What if she's the only one who can save us?" Rachel's voice came over the intercom. "Passenger 9A. Prepare for a controlled descent. Stay seated." Silence fell. Every head turned. The plane threaded a narrow gap through the storm, mountains looming below. Radar flickered as Rachel activated an old echo wave system, nearly forgotten by modern pilots. "Only system not lying to us," she muttered. Minutes passed. The plane leveled. Engine hum steady. Cabin pressure normal. Rachel adjusted the altitude one last time. Passengers began to clap, some crying. The little girl with a stuffed bear beamed. The suited executive sat frozen, pale. A man picked up Rachel's discarded notebook, military flight logs. When the plane touched down in Tokyo, the landing was smooth. Rachel was one of the last to leave, silent sneakers, bag over her shoulder. She didn't stop for thanks, just walked into the terminal. News cameras picked up the story. "A lucky passenger," the airlines said, but clips circulated online. Millions watched the woman in the hoodie take over the cockpit. Comments flooded with awe and disbelief. Back in Oregon, Rachel tightened a bolt on a carburetor in a small garage. On her wrist, a small NV9 tattoo glinted in the light. The world outside moved on. She didn't need recognition. She'd done what had to be done. The passengers never forgot. The little girl framed a drawing of the hoodie woman flying a plane. The executive lost his job. The mother told her son, "That's the lady who brought us home." Rachel kept moving, quiet, precise, just like the hum of the plane now carrying 216 people safely through the sky. That was enough.